Hey, it's Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. Welcome to my page and to my Craft Around the Clock session. If you're new here, make sure you let us know that. And if you're watching on the replay, which if you're seeing this, you absolutely are, drop hashtag replay. I am so glad you're here. We are going to do some quick and simple Valentine's Day crafting. I'm going to show you, if you've never seen it before, how to make a scoop. They're a lot of fun. This one should be really quick and simple. So I've been trying. So if you're new and you've never been to a Craft Around the Clock session, those are typically about 45 minutes. And so I've been trying to hone it in and find the perfect crafts for the session that I have so I can actually get them done during the time we have together. So, hey, Renee, welcome, guys. Welcome. How's your Monday going? It has been busy over here at Amy and Art Studios. We have been super busy. So let me go ahead and start crafting. Thank you, Tammy S, for the sprinkles, girl. I super appreciate that. I'm going to switch this over so you guys can see my screen. I'm going to adjust this so you can see my overhead a little better. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to make a Valentine's scoop. I'm going to say hi to everybody in a minute. I'm just going to pull out what we have and show you what we're going to do. And then we're going to, oh, my scoop broke, but that's okay. I'll fix it. I just broke my scoop. I know, gumball scoops and inserts, guys. And I just broke my scoop. It's not the end of the world. I'll show you how to fix it and no one will ever know. Okay, so, thank you for the sprinkles. Hey, Tracy. Okay, this is brand new, guys. So, look, if you have wood cutouts, especially these delicate ones, you are going to snap them from time to time. I'll show you how to fix it. But this is an XOXO scoop or gumball machine filler. And this is this. And then this is a little wood bead. These are little hearts that go in the middle. And this is part of our wood bead. I was going to do this one wood bead and then some ones from my collection. So, hey, Renee, Tammy R, Tracy C. Girl, I hope you're feeling better and settled in. Deanna, Tammy B, Amelia, Deanna, Tammy C, thank you, or Tammy R, thank you for the sprinkles, girl. Hi, Betty. Sarah, no, she's asking about the gnomes. They have not posted yet. I'll come back to that in a second. I've learned I have to get crafting pretty quickly with Craft Around the Clock or we run out of time. So once I get started, we'll chat a little more. So let's talk Valentine's Day colors. You can really do any fun colors you want, but I like to do a combo of pink and red. And instead of doing like a bright pink, I like to do like a more of a romantic pink. And these are two that I really like for this: Cameo Blush and Conch Shell. They're like a peachy pink. They're really pretty. And then I've just got a Christmas red. It's a nice red. The only thing I would steer from is an orangey red, guys, for Valentine's Day, right? Orange red is great for flowers, maybe not for Valentine's Day. And so the way that this XOXO works is that one of these X's will glue on top. And then we have a set of an X and O's, and then we have our scoop. I'm going to do my scoop in brown, or actually home decor wax. And I'm going to use my tape. I found some great colors. This patina is a really pretty, and so is this one. It's a drift. They're both really great blues, if like vintage blues that you could also mix with Valentine's Day. So how many of you guys know what gumball machine filler is, have made it before, have used it, have any idea of what I'm even chatting about? Or if you just are like, this lady has lost her marbles, like that's okay too. It wouldn't be the first time someone thought that about me. I'm going to pull vintage white too. I think I'm just going to do this scoop in brown because, and I'll tell you why, my gumball machine is either going to be red or white. See, Kim, I know Kim, if you craft with me a lot, you've seen the gumball machines. So this is the home decor wax, guys, and we are just going to rub it right on. And it's just going to kind of make it look like a stain. Okay. Okay, so Tammy Clements Royer, I am going to tell you, we have a new motto around here. I am not behind in my crafting. I am exactly where I need to be. Say it with me, girls. I am never behind in my crafting. I'm exactly where I need to be. I think we crafters, especially ones who like find it to be self-care craft, you know, like when we craft, it's a way of taking care of ourselves. One thing that we do, so guys, I'm just going to paint one side because the other side's going to get glued down. One of the things we do is we start to say, oh wait, I'm behind, right? And oops, I need to be here when I'm there. But the truth is we're exactly where we need to be. All is good. It's all okay. And you'll get it done. And then we turn the crafting experience that's supposed to be self-care. You guys, unknown caller. I know because I do it, right? I mean, I'm like number one for like stacking a to-do list and saying I'm behind on everything. I like wake up and wake out of bed and go, I'm behind already. But what we really need to shift that thinking to is like, I'm exactly where I need to be. And when I get that time to craft, when I make that time to craft, it's going to be fun. It's going to be self-care. And I'm not going to feel like I'm doing a task or a chore, right? We start to feel bad and we think I should be doing something else. But the truth is we're exactly where we need to be. Okay. So that and that are going to go together. That's our scoop. Hey, Karen. So everybody say I'm exactly where I need to be in my crafting. I am exactly where I need to be in my housework. Your husband may not agree, but you know what? That's okay. All right. I think I'm going to do 2 red and a pink on these. So I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. I was thinking about doing a bead, like a wood bead on these, like a little wood bead. And so I'm going to set these right over here for now in this bin. These are one of my Dollar Tree bins I was showing you for organization. Guys, these are perfect to store your little crafts in. Yeah. So don't everyone, like me too. Like somebody looked at me, Susie did. She was here helping today, getting orders packed up. And because all the boxes went out this morning. And I told her, no, like all the boxes went out this morning. I was at the post office right after I dropped Gabe at school. And she was like, oh, so you're ahead. I'm like, no, I'm still behind. Like, that's exactly what came out of my mouth. I'm like, no, I'm still behind. But I'm not behind. Like, I have not gotten the Valentine's gnomes listed yet. I will get them up. I was supposed to, we had a lot of doctor's appointments last week with the kids is what happened. So, okay, I'm going to do this big heart in red because I'm going to do those beads in pink. And then we'll think about how you guys want me to paint the XOXO. Yes, you're exactly where you need to be in your crafting, Melinda. Exactly. And take the pressure off, right? Take the pressure off. There is no failure in crafting. The people say this in my Joyful Crafting Club all the time. They're like, oh, I'm behind. And then you start to feel bad about it, but you're not behind. We're not behind. So we're going to practice that together. The truth is, like, we just do what we can when we can. So I'm thinking the XOXO, I want to do them in pink and in red. But I think I want to do the X's in one color and the pink in another color. So Fatima said, you know what, she did some Valentine's this morning and then went back and did Christmas and winter to do some things that were on her heart to make for her family. I love that. You know what? I really think that we kind of need to craft Christmas year round. I'm just saying. That's like the one thing we're going to start in like June. And like get to where we're not all stressed out that we don't have it done to give at Christmas, right? It also means we have to make a decision early. I think pink and red. Pink, red. Red, red. What do you guys think? I think that's what I'm going to do. Pink, red. Tammy said she's been putting away Christmas decor. We have one tree down. So this X is going to glue on top. Okay. So I'm going to paint this red. I'm going to paint the whole back red. And it doesn't matter if I get all this painted because I'm going to cover it up, right? Tammy Royer is saying that crafting is so therapeutic and she wants to get it done soon. You know what? I might do, but because it's such a good stress reliever. You know what? It really is. It really is. Crafting is such a good form of self-care. And a lot of us just, you know, as women, I don't think we're great at self-care. I think it's something we always have to work on, you know? And I think for crafters, like, we can turn it into, like, not self-care. You know, we can turn it into beating ourselves up. And that's not what we want to do because this is fun. Deanna said she didn't get her Christmas and winter trays done. Girl, I think really that we need to like put it on a calendar. I think we need to block out time, just like we would block out time for making dinner, and you know, and even if it's like twice a month, and put it on our calendar and say, you know, for those of us who have jobs or kids or because I don't get to do a lot of I do a lot of crafting, but I don't do a lot of crafting for like just, hey, you know what, I'm gonna craft this because I just want to craft it. I do not do a lot of that. So Dixie asked about the vintage blue. I might do this in vintage blue, but I'm not going to paint these. I'm going to do this. This is very two-toned. And for me, in my like brain, oh shoot, we'll talk about the paint on the edges, Lisa. Me too, girl. We'll talk about that in just a second. I feel like the XO and the XO are like two colors and not three, but the Be Mine could be vintage blue. I think that would be cute, especially if you're putting like a sign with it or something else with it. So I'm going to use the conch shell for this. So Lisa asked a question about how I keep from getting paint on the edges, and I'll tell you guys. One is I try not to put a lot of paint on my sponge. If I feel like I have a lot, you know, I'll tap off the edges. The other thing is I have baby wipes. We'll take it off. And I'll show you guys, if you haven't seen my special marker to cover it up, I'll show you that too. So this is lighter. It's really cute. The pink and the red look great together. So Dixie says she does true crime shows and crafting. I've been watching The Gilded Age. Has anyone watched that lately? It's really good. And the only reason I found out about it is because I was watching. So I've got paint on the edge there. I'll show you how I clean that up. I was watching Lord of the Rings. Like in all of the things, right? Like the whole thing. So I spend a lot of time in my studio by myself with the laser going. And really when I'm laser cutting wood, it's hard to like really get deep into other activities because I'm putting wood in, taking it out, setting the file. And, it's not a super, it's not a cognitive, like a heavy load task, like cognitive load. So a lot of times I'll listen to a show because I can only listen to so many audiobooks before I lose my mind. I just can't, because then I feel like I have to do something with what I've learned from the audiobook. And I'm not a big, I'm not a big fiction person. So I'm going to go back and do the back because these are dry now. Let me do this. Fatima says she started The Gilded Age, but you forgot about it. So I'm not sure if I like it as much as I liked Downton Abbey, honestly. Like I think there's parts of it. I think that a lot of the characters you can like love them and really not like them at the same time. But I feel like it's good. It's good. Like I'm not invested in it the way I was invested in Downton Abbey. I can tell you that. Like Downton Abbey was like a once in a lifetime show. Like I loved everything in that show. Yeah. That's my little printer that just turned off. Yeah, Cynthia, I know. Cynthia, are you talking? So what about the lady that played on Suits? I think she played on Suits. Yeah, Cynthia Nixon. I know because she was on. I know who she is because she is like she's like the sister, right? But the other one that's weird is the one that was in Suits because she was on. I think she was on Suits. Maybe it wasn't Suits. Maybe it was The Good Wife. Might have been The Good Wife. Yeah, she was Miranda. I know. Okay, Juanita asked a great question. Was today my scheduled time? Yes. So this is my craft around the clock time. My regular, so I'm trying to get craft around the clock Mondays at 2:30. So it's a kind of like a 45-minute time slot with the craft around the clock girls. And so you guys, this is a quick and simple one. So I'm just basically grabbing my paint and going up and down on the back. Okay. That's another way not to get paint on the edges. Go up and down. Okay. But, the thing about the conch shells, you need multiple, just like my new table. I'm just like look at this. Isn't that pretty? It's not really new. It's contact paper. But this is going to go into a gumball machine, guys. So yeah, and so I'm trying to get Mondays at 2:30 when Tracy puts the times live. And then I'm also trying to, and then Wednesdays, I do live crafting. So Susie's here on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday now. And so she leaves at 2:30 because so I try to grab the 2:30 craft time because she and I are working on other stuff when she's here. So yeah, I try to get it at 2:30, Juanita. I can't always. I mean, I set a little, the way Craft Around the Clock works is every 2 weeks, Tracy puts the times live. And so every other Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern, they go live. And so I just set an alarm for that time so that I remember to go in and grab the spots. And if I do that, I can usually get the 2:30 time. But it's like a full day. Craft Around the Clock is a full day. And so you just have to grab your time. And she's super flexible in the sense that, like, she knows our schedules change, our kids' schedules change. Sometimes we have something that comes up and we can't always be live exactly at the same time. I'm just going to take the same paper and go over the top of this real quick. So yeah. Okay. I think I am going to do a little bit of this. What do you guys think? I mean, they're almost exactly the same. They're both matte. This one I think is a little more turquoise. It's hard to see, but I think it's a little more turquoise. That's really pretty. This is patina. And this is Adrift. They're both, I'm going to use Adrift, I think, just for fun. Okay. So, the gumball sets are fun and they're easy and quick. And I think they have a big impact. Okay. So I'm going to do this in blue. So these you have to be super careful. And what I would suggest is less paint on your sponge. Do not take a big old heavy brush and go across this because your Be Mine is going to be full of paint and it's going to look pretty bad. Okay. So tap off the extra. Okay. Tap off the extra and go up and down and just push that paint onto your little tag. Okay. And that's it. And then do you see how clean the Be Mine is? Like I got no paint in there because I was going up and down and I didn't have any extra paint. Okay. Yeah, I would. And then we're pretty much painted. So I'm going to move the paint out of the way just so I don't make a mess. I ordered this really cool like paint container thing. It hasn't come yet. But Joe got me all these great new brushes. Now you guys know it's time for the 30 grit or the 230 grit sandpaper. I haven't done the beads yet, but that's all right. We'll get to those in just a second. Oh yeah. So this, we only need half of this. I just am this just makes it smooth, makes it look really nice and cohesive, and then it makes my sealer go on really well. Okay. You guys, I had to put an order in for the wood that I use for the gnomes. There's two different thicknesses for that particular, those of you guys who asked about the gnomes. So the gnomes are these little interchangeable DIY gnomes. Let me show you guys. See, those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, you can follow along. So it's an interchangeable gnome. And so like this and this come off and it changes for the seasons and holidays. Okay. So I use two different thicknesses of wood on this. There's a thicker wood here and a thinner wood here. And you guys have ordered so many gnomes that I had to order more. I had to order more wood today, the thinner wood, because I'm going to be out here shortly. And I didn't want to run out, but I just you guys have ordered so many. I've been through 2 boxes of wood in a really short period of time. This is exciting. It's exciting that you guys love the gnomes. Okay. I'm going to let these sit for a minute and I'm going to show you guys how so there's a couple ways. Yes, I'm going to send the colors out for the gnomes. So there's a couple ways to clean these up. You can take a baby wipe and go around the edge and it will get some of that off, okay? If you're careful when you're painting, it's not too bad. Like this is pretty clean. That's one way to do it, okay? And just kind of go around the edge. This one is really kind of pretty clean too. So the other thing is, let's see right there, and that'll come off really nicely. When you have a lighter color like this pink, and you see how the edges are a little sloppy there? So you can take this around the edge and just clean that up. Okay. And I know the gnomes are so cute. The gnomes are so cute. I use it like a vintage white on his hat, which is really, I think, the key to making it look that the stark white, you guys, and the stark black. Like, I think if you do a little, like a different white, something that's not so stark, like an ivory. See, what do I have back there? Ivory, vintage, even French vanilla, parchment. Those are more of like a tan white. Let me show you the other thing, Lisa, since you asked. This is a Liquitex professional acrylic marker in, what is my color? Burnt umber. Okay. So you can take this and you can go on the edge and just hit the areas that have janky looking edges, and see, it cleans it right up. Okay, see? So that's another way. And then the third way is sandpaper. Okay. So one, use a light sponge. Let me review all of the options for keeping your edges as clean as possible. One, use a light sponge. That's number one. Not a lot of paint on your sponges. Okay. Two, and just get my sealer. Two, and those of you who have not seen me seal anything before, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it looks so much better, because it's going to. Two is, so one, not a lot of, I like totally lost my train of thought. You guys are not surprised. I know you're not surprised. One, not a lot of paint is step one. Two is going to be to make sure that you go like lift up at the edges. Okay. And then the three best solutions for getting the paint off the edge once you get it there, once it's there and there's nothing you can do about it, is a baby wipe. Once it sets up, guys, like the baby wipe has got to be kind of like an immediate action. You can't come back tomorrow and hit it with a baby wipe, but baby wipe, sandpaper, or that Liquitex marker. Those are going to be your three best options. Here, it's the Liquitex acrylic marker. It's in my Amazon store. Okay, we got 10 minutes. I'm not sure if we're going to get done. I do want to show you scoop assembly, okay? I think like getting it into the machine, y'all can figure out. But I want to show you scoop assembly. So let me do that. So see, like here, I got it. I didn't get it in the B-Mine, but I got it on the edges. So I'm going to, this is a tack cloth. Yeah, it's a Liquitex, Liquitex professional acrylic marker in burnt umber. And guys, especially if you're selling your stuff, okay? If you're making it for yourself and there's a little bit of blue or whatever, but if you're selling your stuff, I just think you're going to, long term, you're going to, you'll have a better return customer base if you have clean edges. Just my opinion. It's my personal opinion. Okay. So I'm going to put the gumball machine filler in and of itself aside because I've got a little time limit here. And I want to show you guys how to, I'm going to seal my scoop and then I'll show you how to put it together. Because sometimes people are like, wait, how do you do that? How do you put that together? Yes, the marker is awesome. It is really awesome, especially since I broke mine. But yeah, it's a Liquitex Professional acrylic marker. That's my cat. He's just probably calling me because he wants to walk home with his friend. Nady got a phone for Christmas. All of his friends have phones. And I don't know. I don't really think that they get them younger and younger, and this is how they socialize. Oh, thank you, Juanita. Yeah, the Liquitex acrylic. It should be in there. But I'll send the link to on Telegram for you guys if you're over on Telegram. Okay. All right. The main thing about the scoop, and I'm not gonna, it's really too little to seal later. And I could do the back, but the front is too little to seal later. So I'm gonna put a little sealer on it. The sealer, guys, just protects your work. It makes the color pop. So he called me on Friday and he wanted to like walk home with his friend. And I'm like, no, like get on the bus. Like you can't. I haven't talked to your friend's mom. Like get on the bus. And he's like, but mom, he just lives 10 minutes from school. You know, kids, like they just live like in the right now. Okay. And I'm going to get out my crafter's glue. I might. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is Loctite super glue. This is not the gel, guys. This is the crafter's glue. So what I want to tell you is don't squeeze this as hard as you squeeze the gel because you're going to cry. Because it's going to go everywhere. I didn't think about it because I'm going to have to answer it next time. No hyphen, get on the bus. Okay, sorry. And I squeezed it for the first time and it went everywhere. I knew he's like, oh, okay, so here's my scoop. Now here's the broken piece. You can't even see what I'm doing. He's texting Joe now. I can hear Joe's phone. Oh my gosh, you guys, never a dull moment over the green household. I'm just telling you. Okay, so this, if you break it, just shove it together. See? I can't. The reason I'm not answering the phone for him is because it's my second camera. So see? And look, you can't even tell that it's broken. See there? Oh, see, it looks lovely. Can't tell. Yeah, if you go and if you put this Juanita in the base, if you put this, it'll automatically have you follow me. It'll give you a link and I'll message you a link to follow me on Telegram. I have like 5 minutes. I don't know how much we're going to get done. I always feel pressured. So yeah, if you drop exclamation Telegram, it will automatically give you my link too. Juanita, I appreciate the help. I need to make sure you know all this so that so when I need your help, you can just pop right in. So these just get glued down here, okay? However you want them to look. So guys, I'll be back at 1 around 1 on Friday for live crafting. If there's something you want to see, let me know. I was thinking about I'm going to do some kind of tiered tray. I haven't decided exactly what. I think these look fun when they don't all go the same direction. The other thing you can do, guys, is drop exclamation notify, no space, just exclamation notify. And my little Facebook my friendly little Facebook chat bot will send you a link to join me on Facebook. So it's a Facebook rolled out these new chat bots. Okay, so that looks really cute. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I have this great red and white string for Valentine's Day. 3 minutes. And I'm going to pick a few names too. So let me show you the bead. I'm not going to put it together because I want to paint these other beads pink. But this is how you put these beads together, okay? They come with 2 little wood halves. And so what you do is you take half of this and you glue like this part on. And it just depends on how the wood halves go as to how the bead's going to hang. This one's going to hang sideways. Okay. So you glue this on. And then Karen says, thank you for sharing your time with me as you wash and chop the veggies you bought earlier today. Girl, I am so happy that you guys are here with me. This is not my shop now, but I will send a message both on Telegram and on community. So if you're on my text messages or in Telegram, you'll know. And also if you're in the JCC, you're always, I'll do first to know. But then you put your string in here, and you can either put your string and then glue, or you can, it's big enough that if your thread isn't too big, you can push it through there. So that's how you do that, okay? So basically I'll put the string through this. I have like 1 minute and then I got to hop off because we've got a new friend. It'll go through here. I'm going to put a bead. I'm going to put my heart and then I'll put another bead. Okay. So I'll post a picture of this when it's all done, but my time is just about, we might be doing lots of scoops and gumballs on Mondays. We'll see. But, let me take this down because I'm going to pick a couple names. Okay. Let me pick a couple names, and then I really appreciate you guys being here today and spending some time with me. I cleaned my desk up like I told you guys to do. I told you to clean up your space, and then I don't know where any of my stuff is, so I'm just going to write it on here, and then I'll put it in the thing in a minute. That's my alarm to go get my kid. Or, well, not right this second. But he gets off the bus here shortly. Okay. Okay. So, Tammy Fleming. Anita. We're wrapping up Happy Mail. It is totally going out. If I don't, Tammy W., great seeing you too. Renee. I can't wait till you guys do either. And then Lynn Perkins. Okay, how this works is at the end of the month, I draw 2 names. So at the end of January, I'll draw 2 to 3 names, and we will, if I don't have your address, we'll post it on and ask you to message me that. And then you'll get some Happy Mail. Oh, Darlene, welcome. So glad you guys are here. So my time is ended with Craft Around the Clock. you can hop back into the Craft Round the Clock group. It's Craft Round the Clock. If you're not a member, request to join, and go in there because there's lots of really great crafters. But I just want to remind you to keep crafting and spreading joy in the world through the beautiful things you make. The world needs your creativity. I'm Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. I love y'all, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday for some more live crafting. All right. Mwah. Have a great rest of your day.